Good day, everyone. Jolene here from Chill Lifestyle. So I am going to do our September readings, but I'm doing a bit of the astrology part of what you expect. And if you're not interested, you can just scroll past, even though I would suggest you listen because there's things that you may want to know. Now, often we might think, I read my horoscopes and they never resonate. And that's because there's so much more to astrology than your birth sign, okay? There's an ascending sign, there's a Venus sign, there's your moon sign. All of those affect you in some way or form. And sometimes you have huge placements in certain planets and a lot more other signs that you don't realize. And sometimes it's the house that the sign is in. And I no longer do readings without doing your astrology chart because the future is really, well, it depends on you. You create the future, it does not exist. 10% of your life is actually predestined. The rest is up to you. So you might be going, well, then why am I not rich or with my soulmate, and why am I always battling to find good love and blah, blah, blah. Well, your astrology chart will probably tell me more, and because you have a block. Okay. So the interesting part is that, so here's a good example, and I've spoken about this before on my channel, is that Pluto, the god of the underworld, has been in Capricorn since 2008. And so if you're a cardinal sign, Capricorn is cardinal. So anyone who's a Capricorn or who has heavy Capricorn in their chart would have been affected the most. And even those who are, as well as Libra, Aries, and Cancer. Those three have all really been affected quite strongly since 2008. In fact, 2008 is when I had my spiritual awakening. And this is when I started to realize that my long belief systems all of a sudden changed. I started to realize and question more and more as to, well, why I became that why child and everything. That doesn't make sense, but why? And so I delved deep into religion, different religions. Where do we get our information from? And in the last couple of years, it's been even more interesting because I started to go more and started to follow people who, as far as I'm concerned, had proper PhDs in religious science, as well as humetics, which is the interpretation and how people get their information. And it's been very interesting. And I highly suggest you do so, because believing things just because that's what you were told, you'll actually start to realize it's not the brightest thing to do. So you've got to ask and you've got to question things and you need to figure it out. Now, a lot of the biblical truths, Old Testament, actually comes from or is borrowed, and biblical scholars will tell you this, not just me. Again, go Google it. It's borrowed from. So like, for example, Greek mythologies, Akkadian and Sumerian text. Okay, that's where we get the flood myths and all these things. They're all myths, and that's where we actually get the myths from. Okay, it's where it's taken from. Okay, you go read any of their myths, you'll actually see that it all is interlinked. In fact, I'm pretty sure that the same gods from all myths and beliefs are actually the same. Anyway, the reason why we're talking about this is because, again, one of the myths, one of the religious beliefs was in the word hell. My question was, well, where did that come from? It came from the Greek mythology. So in the first Hebrew text, the first edition Hebrew Bible that was ever written, hell never exists. Wasn't even in there. The only word that exists was the word Sheol, which meant death. Okay, so we all die. Everyone dies. Same place, same things. And humans were not happy. There needed to be some form of eternal punishment for people who were not so good. And so they needed to come up with something. And so I kind of think the first thing they came up with was Hades. Now, Hades was the Greek god, and he was the god of the underworld, the god of darkness. And where did he come from? Well, he was also known as Pluto. And the interesting thing is Pluto is the darkness, because it's the planet, it's the furthest away from the sun. In fact, it's so small and takes such a long time. We now consider it a dwarf planet, okay? And Hades, being the god of the underworld, became the original starting of the words hell, okay? And yet, the interesting part is that Hades is actually the god that decides whether you were good or bad. In fact, Egyptians believed that the scale of justice, which is also the tarot card, was the scale of how good is your heart compared to, so is your good outweighing your bad and vice versa? And that's when the judgment came in. But this planet, Pluto, has been in Capricorn, and Capricorn is also very materialistic. Capricorn he's the sage, he's the builder, he's the banker, he is the investor, the powers that be of the world. And so Pluto, underworld, along with Capricorn, we've got a whole lot of not so nice shadowy stuff that have been coming up. In fact, Capricorn in tarot is represented by the devil card, also man-made thing. More information, you need to go dig into that, but it's really about your belief systems. You either live in darkness or you live in light. Every decision you make has a consequence as to whether it's in the light or whether it's in the dark, And so heavy cardinal signs have been dealing with a lot of karmic lessons because they had to learn, more of the light and less of the dark. So now that's changing. But in September, so this year it's kind of been in Aquarius. So we're getting a bit of an inkling. That's why everything's falling apart. And it's not falling apart. It's actually falling in alignment. Okay? Because the age of Aquarius is humanitarian. Aquarius is they're a catalyst. Aquarians are a catalyst for change. They want us, they want happiness, and they fixed. So fixed signs, you're about to have massive changes happen from about November 19th, okay, in your life. And if you go against it, you're going to battle for another 20 years. So I highly suggest you learn your lessons now. So fixed signs are Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. Okay, so if you've got those in your chart, you're about to go through a catalyst now. Okay, so in September, back to September, yes, we're tying up loose ends. Banking systems are coming and crashing. Things that are not in alignment with the humanitarians of the world. It's no longer me investing in my business and I want power and I want money and I want power, money. You're going to be asked, what does actually money mean for you? Are you validating yourself through money? Are you in a career more for validation? Because I want people to be proud of me and I hate my job. I actually hate what I do. It's not in alignment. My gut instinct is I hate being a lawyer because I am representing evil people and I'm fighting for things. But deep down in my heart, I really want to help the underdog. I really want to help, not the underdog, the other people. I want to be more humanitarian. So you're going to be asked in September to really have a look. Your relationships, are you dating people that look good on picture? Well, they're good looking, so they make me feel good. But really, they don't, because they never treat me well. Everyone's had them. Everyone's been with them. Everyone can have them because they you're not one in a million, you're one of a million. Am I dating someone because they have good status, because they look, again, good on picture, but you are left feeling more sad and more depressed? So money validation, how you feel about yourselves, and also a lot of awakening, spiritual awakening. That's why I'm telling you about my spiritual awakening, because for a lot of you, you're going to start having these questions of, I don't know where my belief systems come from. I don't believe in the government anymore. I don't trust the church anymore. I don't trust the police anymore. Where do I even turn to? And you might start digging into your own spiritual beliefs, trying to understand that. Okay, so there's just a lot going on in September, and this will explain to you why you're going through what you're going through. Okay, so now we'll get into all the readings. Don't forget to check out also your moon, your rising, your Venus signs. They are all going to be affecting you in some way or form, and you can do a free astrological chart online. So let's get into it. Right, Scorpio, this is going to be your monthly reading. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of these cards on the side, so I've got some space here. I'm also trying to bring in the light. It's a bit dark today, so I'm just trying to bring in the light and have a sip of my coffee. Sorry about that. I just trying to get these out as early as possible while I'm still fresh. Just clear out all energies, please. Spirit guides, can you please give us a message for Scorpio? What does Scorpio need to know for the month of September? What are the energies? What do they need to know? What do they need to work on? What do they need to hear? So, Scorpio. Now, this is also, again, Scorpio moon, Scorpio, passed over loved one, comfort, forgiveness, and support. Okay. As I was saying, Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising, Scorpio Venus. I'm a Scorpio Venus, so there's always a little message in for all of those. You can always go look up your own birth chart. If you skip the intro, it's very interesting. You'll find out a lot more about yourself. Fire transmission, one more, please. Lessons, school. So Scorpio, the month of September, we've also got water. Now you are a water sign, so emotions, initiation, rejuvenation. So this is a month where you may be dealing with a lot of emotions, okay? Again, you are a water sign, which means you could be highly, deal with high emotions at times. What I'm feeling like, you are dealing with a lot of lessons, okay? The school there, and maybe perhaps for some of you, you may decide to take up a course. So this could be literal school. For some of you, you want to go and study something. Maybe you feel like you need to research things. This is a month where you might be inspired to do more stuff. I did say in the beginning, if you skip the intro, some of you may also be, now Scorpio is all about transformation, and you're a fixed sign. Fixed signs this year are really being plowed into a 20-year cycle of change. And if you refuse to change, or you hold back on the possible changes, you're going to hit a lot of problems. And again, it's there to force the change. And so a lot of Scorpios, probably especially fixed signs, will be going through spiritual awakenings over the next couple of years. And so you may want to be researching things on, well, where did it all begin? I did mention this in the beginning, but I did say to, some people like to skip the intro, and that's fine. Where did it all begin? Maybe you want to get more information on your personal beliefs. And I've got monkeys, and now my dog is going ballistic. Okay, I'm going to have to carry on with this video later. Right, Scorpio, so sorry about that. So as I was explaining in the beginning, was that, yeah, for some of you, you may be wanting to go out and do a bit of research as to, like, where did we come from? How did we all exist? You may be questioning your spiritual beliefs or your religious beliefs, trying to figure out where people get their information from. So I just kind of feel like there's a lot of learning, okay? For others, again, we've got this transmutation, purification. You're definitely going to be purifying things in your life. Fire is about passion. It's about burning things up. So learning the lessons on, and we'll figure it out as we go, I'm pretty sure. And then passed over loved ones. So you might feel the presence of someone who has passed this month. Or if someone has just passed, then of course, I send my condolences to you. Just to know that this person is still around you. They're trying to comfort you. Maybe they want your forgiveness. Something might have happened around a passing that you battling to forgive. And they want your forgiveness. Or maybe they did something to you and they want your forgiveness. But they just want you to know that they are still around you. They're comforting you right now. And, they are trying to support you. And then for others that maybe you had a fight with someone who has recently passed, they also want you to know that all is done, all is forgiven, okay? So let's get into the love portion. Now again, please take the words, okay? Take the words that resonate for you. It's not necessarily for you to, some of you are happy in your relationships. Just take the words, see what resonates for you. Love, Scorpio. What is going on with Scorpio in love? What is happening with Scorpio in love? Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Someone from your past is returning. Wow, okay. Maybe that's, funny enough, I put that under the fire. Maybe there's lots of passion between you and someone this month. Ooh, and a new love. That's interesting. So we've got love and new love and reconciliation. So what it could be, ooh, and then we've got passion. Ooh, Scorpio, what are you doing this month? Laughing here because I'm also a Scorpio Venus. So maybe So new love and reconciliation, that is interesting. So there might be, for some of you, two people. You might have someone from your past returning, and you may have a new love offer. So you might find that when you get a new love offer, all of a sudden someone from the past goes, hey, wait a minute, don't forget about me. Or this could be, could be one of three. It could be a new beginning with someone from the past. So you're getting a fresh, clean slate. Maybe some of you have known each other since school. Maybe some of you have learned your lessons and now you are both ready in order to have a new, fresh start together. For others, it could also be someone new that you meet, okay? Perhaps through school or some kind of studies or research, doesn't have to be. This person could be someone that was from a past life. So they feel so familiar to you and you can't understand why. It's just so relaxing to be with this person, or so it feels right is what I'm getting. Right, let's get into your messages here. Ooh, things are really starting to climb out. Archangel Michael, this is also the strength card. So what he's saying is, as you can see, there's a little boy that wants to be picked up. And Archangel Michael is looking down at him and he's about to pick him up. So you're being lifted up, Scorpio. You're being given the courage, the strength, the support, past loved one as well. You've been given the support to help you to go and express yourself. So even if you don't want anyone from the past and you're quite happy and you're happy single, or you're happy in a relationship, so you're not looking for new love or to reconcile, then maybe if you and your partner have been fighting quite a lot, maybe it's time, for you to express yourself and make the romantic gesture. Ooh, we've got the King of Roses. That's very Scorpio energy. So lots of love, water, emotions, rejuvenation. Wow, interesting. I'd be very interested to know what's going on. Okay, so what is the main theme? Oh my gosh, just pray like how that just isn't. Oh gosh, look at this. Okay, I'm just running with it. Sorry, I do apologize by the way, but I just feel like this is important. I mean, look at this. Sangha community. This is your soul tribe, Scorpio. Yeah, just please ignore the dog barking because this is good. This means that this is the month where you are going to be finding your community. That's exactly what reconciliation, this fire, this passion, you and people getting together, creating things. It's just going to feel like, wow, I'm finally with my people. Maybe you've learned some harsh lessons from the past, from people. You transmuted it, you burnt it out. Now it's time for you to connect with your tribe, your people. And you're finally going to feel like you're at home, like, And again, your past and loved ones are saying, hey, we're rallying around you. We're supporting you. We like this new situation. Now, this doesn't have to be love again. This can be work, finding people who agree with you. You agree on the same projects. You agree on the same stuff. You do have a decision to make, though, Scorpio. You do have a big decision to make. And I kind of feel like the sands of time, you're going to feel like you're running out of time on something. Someone feels like they're running out of time. Because the sands of time is, it's an hourglass. Hourglass is about time. Sands, time running out. So don't just sit there on something. Because the more you just sit and stare, you don't want to miss out on opportunity. I kind of feel like you might, so like I said, there might be the decision between past and a new. And you have to make a decision pretty quickly. Okay, so don't sit on this. Think about which one so be careful of passion, because passion can be fun, but it's not solid. Love needs to be deep. So be very aware of someone who comes in, with a lot of passion, but they don't come in with any depth. Okay. Again, we've got this balancing of the forces. So you needing to really, again, we've got two options, night and day. These people are so opposite from each other, okay? And again, so I'm trying to put this as more of a general read. So if it's not love, it's two jobs that are night and day, okay? One is more creative. So a creative hobby, a creative tribe, a creative company. And then the other one's more intuitive or more, I don't know, we just have like a night and day situation here. It's very interesting. It also saying that you might have to balance up your night and day more in order to make space for something new in your life. Okay. King of Forces. Wow, we've got the Queen of Forces and we've got the King of Forces. So maybe the astrology for this month might be affecting you. So you can do transition charts and see how the astrology is affecting you. We've got also here, we've got taming the beast. We've got a deer, we've got a wolf, and we've got a prey and the predator, kind of, again, night and day, total opposites. The moon, emotions, lots of emotions. This month, dealing with your emotions, dealing with people pulling at you from all angles, making decisions, really having to do it pretty quickly. Geology, science may be involved. Maybe you going, like I said, for some of you, you're going to school and you've been considering studying more astrology or studying some kind of science or engineering. Or you could be thinking about something more creative. Okay. I do need to bring this winged messenger. So there could be some drama in your home or having in your family some kind of fight happening around money or money problems or things breaking in the house. Your loved ones might be trying to get hold of you to try and send you some messages there too. You know, they've got funny ways to try and get hold of you. It also is telling me that in the past, maybe you have been too much in your head, Scorpio. Even though you are a water sign, you may be very logical. You might have a very logical brain. You know, you think a lot. You know, maybe you're in a very logical job. You know, maybe you engineering or something that's very logical, accounting, lawyer. Like I said, something to do with the sciences, and you're needing to become a little bit more intuitive this month. Okay. Because now we've got Queen and King energy. So it's about bossing up. Right now, you may be working on your career, working on your business, working on your stability. You may be looking into now marketing. Again, we've gone from possibly, not really marketing, financial. This is more grounded energy. So I kind of feel like you need to take a grounded approach in making this decision. So logically put it out on paper. Don't be all in your head, because otherwise you're not going to make a decision. You know, the King of Forces, he is able to balance his thoughts so that he can make decisions. But I kind of feel like this one you need to do more from a grounded perspective. So, you know, write your lists down, write the steps down on how you're going to move forward. But there's a bossing up energy. Again, we've got the treasure. So we've got some kind of loss that has happened, but there's bigger treasure coming your way. Okay. What is the near future for Scorpio? Ooh, the War of the Roses. So the War of the Roses, and this is the night and day, because there's someone in your life where you may be constantly surrendering to this person. You know, this person says jump and you say how high, and you surrender to them. So there's a need for you to really sit and think about this. Maybe this is the decision. Do I really want to stay with these people, with this? Because on the other end of this decision is your soul tribe, people who want to work with you, people who are not going to be taking advantage of you, because you're dealing with someone who there's no, and I cannot say this word, I don't know why, reciprocity. You know, it's their way or the highway. You are willing to put your flag down. You're willing to say, okay, I don't want to fight. Let's work forward. And this person's going, no, I am not. I'm not giving in. Do as I say, or I'm walking away. Or do as I say, or I'm not interested. I'm standing tall in my opinion. Do you really want to be with these people when, again, on the other end of it, you have got your soul tribe who actually want to work with you. Okay. Where's your power this month, Scorpio? Where's your power this month? Oh, okay. Your power is to split up. Your power is to walk away, Scorpio. It is to break this apart. Allow it to fall apart. And again, you know, and you might find exactly this. This may have been an ex. Maybe you're still dealing with them. Maybe you're still with them. Maybe you're only about to break up. I do have the scribe at the bottom, which is also about legal stuff, writings, contracts. So this could be a company, a job, you know, contracts, job contracts, projects, contracts, legal, marriage, okay? It might mean a divorce. And again, just logically put your steps in place for this, okay? Because there's definitely a breaking apart. The lightning, this passed on loved one. They're like, I'm tired, I'm done, I'm gonna step in. So someone has stepped in and they are striking that tree. The tree's about to split in half. Like seriously, about to split in half. Okay. Right. Hopes and fears for the month. So you have got Archangel Raphael. So you hope to move forward. You hope to heal. You hope to feel better. You hope to have your heart healed. Again, I think when you are with your soul tribe, I mean, look, no one can really heal you. You've got to heal yourself. You've got to take the time to heal. You've got to take the time to learn the lessons from this. You know, why do you give in? Why do you have the need to be around people who take advantage of you? You know, I do apologize again. I'm almost done. And then your final outcome, well, this is the master artisan. Again, you're mastering skills. You're mastering lessons. You might, again, school, mastering a skill that practice makes perfect, and eventually you'll become the master and you will teach others. For some of you, you could also, with the scribe at the bottom of the deck, still there. For some of you, you might even write books. Like you might take your experiences of what you've gone through in your marriage, in your childhood, in some kind of loss that you've dealt with, and you might master that and then help others. So using your intuition, there's definitely a matter of logical mind, groundedness, and intuition this month. So you need to basically balance those to get through the month. Okay, so publishing books, writing books, creative hobby, some kind of artisan skill. Yeah, he's definitely walking away. You're leaving something behind, something that's just not good for you. You know that. You just, again, maybe you just need to take the steps. And again, your past over loved one just wants you to know that they support this. Oh, look at that. Double new love. Okay, so again, if it's not looking for new love, this is a new emotional beginning for you. It's something new, a new job, a new friend group, a new hobby, something that makes you feel really great. There may be an apology needed, or apology, like I said, you might step into something new and someone comes back, an old boss, an old project, and goes, hey, wait a minute. Okay, look, I do apologize, you know, for how I treated you, because now they see you on something better. Just be very aware, okay, of false promises. We do have soulmate for some of you, so a past life connection, soulmate. Take what resonates. As I said, if you're going to bring someone back into your life, the question you need to ask is, what's going to be different this time? How is this time going to be different? What is the reason why this broke up? And how's it going to be different? Sometimes it's just a matter of, you know, people move away, or maybe if you were at school, you were too young. So, you know, it's not all exes are evil and horrible. But if they cheated on you, or if they never committed, you need to ask yourself, well, why first, okay? Healing. So that's great. That means there is a lot of healing coming for you this month. Wow, double King of Swords. You see how he's very stern. Look at that. He's very stern. He's tight-lipped. He's holding onto that sword. This is the sword of truth, okay? But he also deals a lot with the past. Okay, the Queen of Swords, she deals more with the future. So maybe there's some kind of past truth you need to deal with. And you've got this toxic person that you may be married to, or they're dealing with a Capricorn and a Taurus, or you may be married to something. look how this is connected to each other. Look, there's more fire. You need to burn through these flames. This was a lust situation, and lust can feel a lot like love in many ways, because there's a burning passion, there's a burning desire for each other. But when you're together, it's like adding oil to the fire, and it just blows up, and you guys are temperamental, and you guys keep fighting, and you keep going back because you're the water. You try to put water on the fire, and this person goes, hell no, you're not putting water on this fire, and they add more fuel to the fire, and it's just, and there's like this codependency of, I can't move away, because maybe you like the drama. People do sometimes like the drama. It's fiery, it keeps you there, there's something exciting about it. But it's not love. The Lovers card is opposite to this. The Lovers card allows you to be who you are. It's more natural. It's more comforting. Okay. The Taurus, that's why I said it for some of you, could be a marriage, because again, this represents spirituality. That represents religion. The Pope is also school, higher learning. Okay. So same themes throughout. So yeah, Scorpio, this is definitely a month where you need to make a decision. You haven't got much time. Time is running out on something, or you're going to have a choice where time is going to run out. I just wanted to find the Lovers card. Look at the Lovers compared to that. See, these are also, this is a couple brought together by, now I don't believe in so much a devil per se, but there is the negativities, the obsession, the sexual drive, the passion, the fighting can also seem passionate, and people go, oh, well, you know, the passion's what keeps us together. But are you happy? This is the Lovers card. People who nurture each other. Look how she's holding his head. They're holding hands. You know, she's nurturing him. You've got abundance of beautiful lush trees in the background, also representing growth, and apples, you know, growth ripe for the picking. You know, she's holding his hand, she's stroking him, she's nourishing him. And he's doing the same to her. You know, he's protecting her. Look how his hands are on her waist. He's pulling her in. This is soulmates. This is karmic. Okay, so I just want you to understand the difference. And then we've got the cycle card here. So basically, you've got a choice right now, Scorpio. Are you going to repeat these cycles? Okay. And if this is not love, then this is, you keep going back to the same kind of bosses who promise you the world. You join in these friends, these bosses, these contracts with people who promise you the world, and then they find reasons to keep you going, or they use little things to keep you there, but they don't actually follow through. So you are on a cycle. Are you going to repeat? Remember, we've got a 20-year cycle coming up. Are you going to sit for the next 20 years in this cycle with this toxic feeling? Are you happy? Because if not, your loved ones are trying very hard to help you to walk away. It's up to you at the end. Okay, Scorpio, that's what I have for you. If this made sense for you, please comment, like, and subscribe. If not, well then maybe this wasn't your reading, and go check out your moon, your rising, or your Venus sign instead. Thank you so much, and goodbye.